So I got some seedlings from Stan McKenzie, and I wanted to show these with you guys because I was like, hey, Stan, what's that all about? I was asking him, I was like, I need some swingle. I needed some swingle rootstock. I wanted to plant some also too. It's Citromelo. I needed some Citromelo, basically a grapefruit Poncirus cross, Citromelos. And he's like, oh, I got a bunch of seedling sacaton Citromelo that I planted. And so he starts showing me all the sacatons that he's got. And there's a bunch of obvious crosses. This right here looks like a Thomasville, the way that this is growing. But it's not a Thomasville. See, you've got monofoliate, bifoliate, trifoliate. That's not normal. A normal Citromelo looks like this. Bam, bam, bam. 3 leaves, trifoliate. And it's got the big one in the middle. And if it was a wild trifoliate or wild Poncirus, basically all 3 of these leaves here, 1, 2, and 3, they'd all be about the same size. But the fact that it's a cross, you can see the bigger center leaf right here. It shows that it's got other parentage in there. So when you look at that, I mean, Stan's the king of looking at leaves. He can look at leaves and tell you what it is. You look at it enough, you kind of have an idea. He's like, oh, yeah, those must have been crossed. He said that I've actually got a 10-degree tangerine over there. He said they almost look like a little bit of the yuzu. And that's what 10-degree tangerine is. 10-degree tangerine, I'm pretty sure it's a clementine crossed with a yuzu. And it's called the 10-degree tangerine. And he's got a big tree almost right next to his Citromelo that gave these seeds right here. Now, I'm super stoked. I mean, oh yeah, that ain't normal. Look how long that middle leaf is right there. Oh yeah. Yeah, look at that. Super long. This one over here, look. Sacaton Citromelo, but actually has all monofoliate leaves. So basically, this is like a Thomasville, but a Citromelo version. And I know US 119 is similar to this, but I think US 119 is a Citrange. It's a Citrange back crossed again. The Thomasville is a Citrange back cross to a kumquat. You know, so it's basically a tri-hybrid. It's this second generation crosses. These are 50. This is supposed to be a 50-50 cross. 50-50 cross between Poncirus trifoliate and grapefruit. And the fruits on these guys are massive. They're massive, massive. And they've got some bitterness to them. I mean, they're not too bad. I mean, it makes a good lemonade. I know swingle. I've made lemonade with swingle, and I don't think it's that bad. But when you start crossing these guys back with another mandarin type or tangerine type or something like that, then you're in the realm of, I've actually got really good sweet tasting oranges. Not only that, but they're almost all you can't even tell that there's Poncirus in them, but yet they have all the best things of Poncirus: the cold hardiness, the disease resistance. You know, the reason why these are important, guys, is because they're resistant to greening disease. Any trifoliate, Poncirus trifoliate, is resistant to greening disease, but it goes hand in hand. The closer that you get to these 3 leaves, the closer you get towards resistance, cold tolerance, lots of different things. But you're also going farther away from edibility. You know, it goes hand in hand. You can't have them. It's hard to have them both. And that's what the holy grail of cold hardy citrus is getting a super cold hardy citrus tree, but one that's actually extremely delicious, where you can't taste any of the bitterness from the wild parentage in there. You know, one of the wild Poncirus parents that's in there, grandparents, you know, in this case. So this right here would actually be, I'm pretty sure this looks like, even he said it, this looks like yuzu. Yuzu's got a really, really big pre-leaf right there. I forgot the name of what it's called, but it's that leaf that comes out before this leaf, this one right here. And yuzu's very narrow, and it looks very similar to the 10-degree tangerine. If you look at the 10-degree tangerine, that's very similar to it. You know, it's got this super long leaf. here versus looking almost round like that. I mean, you can tell. And I'll show you, it's very similar to Thomasville. And I'll show you what the Thomasville looks like really quick. Oh, gotta watch out for all my pineapple babies. And purslane and all the other stuff. Oh, some purslane growing in here, wild stuff. Pineapples. Probably shouldn't even be walking in here. I should have came around. All right, got excited. So here's a Thomasville seedling right here. And you can tell, see, it's got monofoliate leaves. And then you start getting these trifoliate. I thought there was a bifoliate one where there was just only two that I wanted to show you. But, oh, yep, here we go. There we go. Like right here. It's got two. So Thomasville will shoot out all three. And Thomasville is amazing. It's everbearing. It just flowers and fruits like nonstop. Super, super, super cool. Oh, yeah, I got some new growth in there. Yeah. Go, baby, go. You got a little bit of time left. Get growing. Winter's coming. But that's what a Thomasville is. Thomasville is a citrange, 50-50 Pond-Cyrus cross with a kumquat. And if I could get these things to survive and not die on me or choke, that would be really, really cool. And I'd like to take some budwood, some cuttings off of these and try to graft them onto some more rootstock. I know some of you guys watching, I might maybe even offer it. But I think that Stan McKenzie deserves a citrus tree named after him. I mean, this came from his farm. They came from, both parents are from his property. You know, and if it is a cross and a new variety, I think he deserves that. It would be the McKenzie orange or something like that. But the coolest part about it is, in order for it to be considered oranges, it needs a certain amount of grapefruit or pomelo, and it needs a certain amount of mandarin or tangerine. You know, you've got tangerine juice and mandarin juice and grapefruit juice. Orange juice, the way you get those big oranges is you cross one of the little mandarins or the little tangerines to a large grapefruit type. That's the secret. That's why they can only call certain things orange juice. It has to be actually what's considered to be an orange. And there's like a legal description of how much pomelo or grapefruit you need and how much mandarin and tangerine. But that's how it's not so sweet. It's palatable. You can drink glasses full of it, you know. And technically, this here, with it being a Citromelo, a grapefruit hybrid, crossed with a yuzu tangerine, you know, the 10-degree tangerine, this would technically be considered to be an orange. These would actually be, you could almost legally call that an orange. Whether it's how it tastes and how it looks, I don't know. Is it going to be more of a mandarin type, or is it going to be a big orange type? I think with it being a sacaton, the fruits are going to be huge, and these will be big trees. You know, almost like a Tangelo. You know, a Tangelo, one of the best oranges you can get, is a tangerine crossed with a pomelo. So this would be the same thing, but with super cold hardy parents. You know, if you've got a 10-degree tangerine, super cold hardy, crossed back with a Citromelo, which is cold hardy almost down to 0 degrees, you know. Actually, they are cold hardy down to 0 degrees. I know about them surviving less than 0 degrees. So this would be one of the most cold, if not the most cold hardy orange available or made. I don't even know. It's not even available. It's just kind of some weird hybrid crosses that you can tell got cross-pollinated with each other. So I'm gonna baby the hell out of these guys. Stan, if you're watching, man, I'm gonna take care of them. And I thought about it. I think these should be called McKenzies. If we get a good orange out of this, I mean, come on. I don't think anybody would argue that. It needs to be a McKenzie, you know, or an Olanta, you know, an Olanta orange. I like that name too, but either way, Stan would definitely deserve the credit for that. Just wanted to share it with you guys. I think it was very, very, very cool. I'm excited. You know, any of these new crosses and stuff, it's just extending the range of edible citrus. You know, You can grow Poncirus up north, but you got some people say that it's you can't even bite into it. You know, it's just, you got some people on YouTube saying that they're toxic. I don't know about that. I've made a lot of lemonade out of bitter oranges, you know, and there's marmalade recipes and stuff like that also too. I mean, citrus is the closest thing to human food, I would say. I mean, they prescribe grapefruit juice to old people that have blood sugar issues and stuff like that. You can live off of orange juice for 2 months and it can heal things. You know what I mean? I don't want to get flagged for anything on here, but you know, the citrus itself, it coexists with people. There's a symbiotic relationship between citrus and people. You know, it's ancient fruit. I'll shut up. I'm already on 11 minutes. Thanks for watching, guys. Just wanted to give you an update on some super new, cold hardy Citromelo crosses, you know. I've already got some new growth, and I'm going to give these guys some fish poop fertilizer, maybe repot them. I don't know if I want to put them in the ground just yet. I think I could get them to grow more in a nice pot and get bigger faster than putting them in the ground or doing like I did with the little Thomasville seedling over there. But he's happy. They're happy. We'll see. I'll keep you posted. I'll say that for another video. Thanks for watching, guys. Tough citrus.